Children, today we are going to do the revision of the different types of solutions. As you all know that water obeys the law of the diffusion. The movement of water across the molecules through a selectively permeable membrane is called osmosis, children. The movement of water across the plasma membrane is also affected by the amount of substance which is dissolved in water. So children, we can say that osmosis is a passage of water from a region of higher concentration to a lower concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. What will happen, children, if we put any cell, any animal cell or a plant cell into a solution of sugar or salt in water? Yes, children, it is going to bring the different type of osmosis. As it will be a different type of solution also. So one of the following things can happen here. Now, if you see the children, if this medium has a lower concentration of water than the cell, it means what? The cell has more water than the outside. Then it means that it is a very concentrated solution. Then the cell will lose water, as you can see here. The cell will lose water by osmosis. Such a type of solution is known as hypertonic solution, as you can see in the figure, that as the cell has more water than the solution then the more water is exiting out from the cell, due to which the water crosses the cell membrane in both the directions. But the more water will leave the cell than it will enter it. Therefore, the cell will shrink. As you can see, the cells have become shrink. These are animal cells. In the second case, children, if you see to it, that if the medium has exactly the same water concentration as the cell, so that there is no net movement of water across the cell membrane, such a solution is known as isotonic solution. Children, in this case, water crosses the cell membrane in both the directions. But the amount of water which is going is the same as amount which is coming out of the cell, due to which the cell remains of the same size. There is no shrinkage or the swelling of the cell, but it remains of the same size. Such a solution is called isotonic solution. And children, in another case, you can see to it that if the medium surrounding the cell has higher water concentration than the cell, due to which what happens? That more water enters the cell than it exits out, meaning that outside solution is very dilute. The cell will gain water by osmosis. Such a solution is called hypotonic solution. Water molecules are free to pass through this semi-permeable membrane, that is a cell membrane, in both the directions, but more water will come inside the cell. As you can see these arrows, the water is moving inside the cell, then it is coming out of the cell. So that the net result is that the water enters the cell and the cell is likely to swell up. Thus, we say that osmosis is a special type of diffusion through a semi-selectively permeable membrane.